this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you how to make a sausage, bean and cheese melt in the air fryer. Before we share this amazing recipe with you, we recommend that you head over to RecipeThis.com. At the top of the site is a search bar and you can search for any of our recipes that are featured on our YouTube channel. So this makes it really easy. So if you see one of our videos and you want step-by-step photos or a free printable recipe card, then that search box is amazing. And then if you scroll down below that, you'll be able to see our categories. And what you can do is, let's say you've got an Instant Pot, you can click on the link just for Instant Pot recipes. The same for the air fryer, slow cooker, soup maker, Thermomix, or whichever recipe you've got. And best of all, I highly recommend you enter your email address and sign up for our weekly newsletter. In our weekly newsletter, we feature all our latest recipes, as long as tips, tricks, popular previous recipes and so much more, and we just really would like it if you join. And then when you do join, you can reply to any of our newsletters and you'll get direct email response from me or my husband Dominic, and it's just brilliant. You can also look through the archives of our entire site. So let's say you're looking for Christmas ideas, then you can look at December of the previous year or the year before that for some great ideas, search for our categories and do so much more. We've got 1,400 plus kitchen gadget recipes on Recipe This, and I just cannot wait to see you over there and welcome you to the Recipe This family. Using my own homemade pastry, and it's also part of our weekly shop local because we are using egg wash that's come from the local butchers. We're using a leftover sausage because I'm making the best stews possible out the box. And then what I'm also using is I've got a little pasty maker, which is absolutely brilliant for doing a quick pasty in the air fryer, or you can do it more the traditional way and put one square of pastry over another square. It's just totally up to you, and they're absolutely brilliant for cooking in the air fryer. So what you need to begin with is some air fryer sausage, because obviously we're going to be adding this sausage into the pasties. So I recommend you start by chopping the sausages before air frying. It's quicker and it also saves you trying to chop them when they're red hot and they've just come out. So your air fry basket, add in your sausages. Oh, I've got a bit of sausage stuck to my finger there. Just add it to that bit. And there's your sausage ready to go in. And then you're looking for 8 minutes at 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and then press start. So whilst the sausage is cooking in the air fryer, we can focus on the pastry. So I've made this much pastry. This is 8 ounces of self-raising flour, plain flour I use, in this, but you can use self-raising. And then you just want to grab some flour to sprinkle over it, and then of course sprinkle your rolling pin as well, and then you can start rolling. You want to be getting it going while your sausage is cooking. You can do this with lots of leftovers as well. It doesn't have to be sausage. If you head over to RecipeThis.com, we have pasty recipes for your typical potato one. We've got cheese and onion, we've got Cornish pasty, and we've also got corned beef over there as well. So there's a lot of mixture for you to choose from. And then we can turn it round. Check in, the air fryer's still got 6 minutes left, so plenty of time to get started with your pastry. Right, so I'm happy with how much I've rolled it out. So now with this, the easiest way to do it is your bottom bit of it, sit down, and then give it a good push, and then you've got the perfect circle. And then you can put that to one side. See how many you can do out your mixture. There you go, you've got another one there. And now you want to roll again, so you can get some more out of it. Depending how thin I go, I can normally get 3 to 4 out of a lot. Again, a bit more flour. Give it a good roll. And then let's go again. Now down to 5 minutes, so it just shows that you can make some. Oops, I nearly did it the wrong way around then. So push, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's what George's cookery teacher tells us to do. Push, push, wiggle, wiggle. So now we've got 3. Let's see if we can make a 4th out of this, shall we? So grab it again, down to 4 minutes. I love playing a game of getting the rest of the recipe ready whilst the air fryer's on and seeing how much I can get done. Obviously it won't go as big now compared to the other times. Right, let's see. Is it big enough? Yes, it is. Just. So, push down, wiggle, wiggle. Oops. Got a bit stuck there, but it still does the same thing. So now there you go, that's your 4th. That just shows you how far this stretches, because that is our surplus. Right. So to one side. So now, let's have a look. Don't need that anymore. We've now got 4 of them ready to go. So now, the easiest way to do them is to grab one of them, sit it on it like that, and then push it down so that it's closer to the edges, and then it's ready for it to be filled. So the air fryer's just got a couple of minutes left. I've had a chance to go and grab some beans. Really not a good thing when you've got acrylic nails. And then what you can do is you can load some of these up into a bowl. We're not going to use all of these, of course, because the pasties are really small and they don't need much filling, but it just gives you something handy that you can stir. And of course, plenty of cheese. And we're just waiting for the sausages. Then I recommend a spoon, a smaller spoon for mixing with, because it's so much easier than for spooning on. And then the air fryer's on its countdown. It's got just over 30 seconds left. So then what we need to do is we need to start filling these up with the filling. Then we can cover them in egg wash, and then we can air fry them. I'm going to recommend lining the air fryer with some foil, because then it'll make clear up easier, and I'll show you an easy way to remove them from the air fryer once they're cooked. It's just brilliant. And of course, and then the air fryer's on its countdown. It's got just over 30 seconds left. So then what we need to do is we need to start filling these up with the filling. Then we can cover them in egg wash, and then we can air fry them. I'm going to recommend lining the air fryer with some foil, because then it'll make clear up easier, and I'll show you an easy way to remove them from the air fryer once they're cooked. It's just brilliant. And of course, you could also change this filling. You could use some leftovers from dinner. you know, let's say you've made a bolognese, you can put some bolognese and a bit of cheese in them. Oh, and we've beeped, so that means we can grab the sausages and start filling. So there you go, those sausages are perfectly cooked. And it also shows if you do chop up your sausages, it does speed up the process somewhat. So add in the sausages. And then let's put the air fryer back in. And then you can just give it a mix like this. You can maybe add one sausage per one, depending on how small or how big you've chopped your sausages. I'm just going to grab my clean knife. And then what you can do, grab it and then add some filling. Note when you're using these, you only do it to one side and you don't want to overfill them because it's very easily done. So I've gone with 2 of the small bits of sausage there. Let's add some more cheese. A bit more cheese. Any excess will just come out the sides anyway. And then what you can do is you can just push it together as hard as you can, and you'll see that it's starting to develop its shape there. And then you've got the perfect pasty shape. And then it's rinse and repeat. It's the next one on. If you've got a really sticky pastry, then I do recommend you flour this first, but ours isn't that sticky, so it's not too bad. Put them up like this. This is a brilliant example of how you can make one sausage spread out to feed more than one person. And then again, give it a press down. And then if it is at all sticky, you can just get your hand in, like I've done there. And I love the way it does the shape of the pasty using one of these. And then let's go again. Like I say, press it to the shape if it's not already to the shape. Then you can also press it down like that, so you've got an even mixture. And again, you can break up the sausages even smaller if you want to. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's just you can. It feels like you can fit more in if you spread it out like that. And then again, press it down. And then another tip: if you're on a diet, such as Slimming World or Weight Watchers, what is amazing in these is Weight Watchers wraps. So it's like the Weight Watchers tortilla wraps are like mini tortillas. They're the perfect size. You can swap this from the pastry and then do the filling as usual. The only issue with them is that they can come unstuck easier because they're not pastry. So if you do it that way instead, then what I recommend you do is use a cocktail stick to hold it in place, and then you take the cocktail stick out when it's done. If you check out our Slimming World pasties, we've done that exact method with those. And then we're going to give them a good egg washing here. It just helps keep them golden before loading them in. And then any bits where pasties over slightly like that, add the egg wash and it'll help them stick together. And then the last one. And then that's all of them. So now you'll see we've still got a decent amount of beans mixture left. That's how much beans we've got left over. And if you say you wanted to do them for dinner and you wanted to serve them with some beans, what you can do is you can put these beans in a ramekin and also heat them up in the air fryer. 5 minutes at 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit will do exactly that. So then, once you've made them, open up your air fry basket. You're going to have to do these in batches, or we are with our air fryer, because it's not big enough to hold all four at the same time. And then I'm going to do it in batches of 2. So those are the first 2. In the air fryer. And then let's put the air fryer back on. So I'm going to go with 12 minutes at 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and then we can check on them. We've beeped. So let's check on these pasties, shall we? Oh wow, they look absolutely amazing. Take a closer look at those, they look fabulous. And of course, once you have cooked your pasties in the air fryer, and the same goes for anything that you've cooked like this in the foil, you can just pick them up by the foil, like that for example, and then transfer them to somewhere to cool. And it just makes the process so much easier. You could even eat them from the foil if you wanted to. And these are what the pasties look like when you actually cook them in the air fryer. They have the same lovely glow of the oven. Obviously, the biggest downside to air frying them is you can only fit 2 in the air fryer basket at once. But obviously you can do them in batches, and then the air fryer is warm enough for your next round. These are absolutely delicious. I love baked beans. They make a brilliant filler, so that when you haven't got much in, you can just grab a can of baked beans from the cupboard and make something similar. And of course, this is part of our week for saving money and shopping local. Of course, you can do the same. And don't forget to head over to recipethis.com, search pasty or pasties, and you'll find lots and lots of different pasties using the same method that we've shown you in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.